Okay, cue the music. Listen to that. You all know Ed Sheeran's hit, I'm in Love with the Shape of You from 2017. You remember, it is one of the most played songs ever on Spotify with 3.6 billion streams with a B. Today, he's releasing his second album of this year. It's called Autumn Variations. Don't you love that title? Yeah. Features 14 songs written about different people in his life. So only on CBS Mornings, and you know we love when we can say that, I'm gonna say it again. Only on CBS Mornings, we sat down with the great Ed Sheeran in Malibu, California. He tells us why he's letting go of expectations with this record. You just casually said, you know, I wrote a song yesterday.
I wrote 3 yesterday. I don't have hobbies. My hobbies are making music and being on stage, and that's what they always were. And I think that's why you work so hard.
So honey, now.
Do you like being called a pop star?
100%, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I don't think it's a dirty word, and even
I don't either.
Even like pop, like when I grew up, Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears were stuff that I listened to regularly. So I've never been like, oh, pop.
Yeah.
And I feel like people lie when they say they don't like it. You can't be in a bar, couple of beers in, and I Want It That Way comes on and not be like, this is a good time. You can't. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And I don't know.
Even grown-ass men. It's so
do you know
true.
What I mean? Yeah.
Yes,
do you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
Yeah.
In his new album, Autumn Variations, produced and co-written by Aaron Dessner, Sheeran aimed to set a seasonal tone, inspired in part by his days at home with his wife, Cherry Seaborn.
Me and Cherry cook a lot, and we always put on the same sort of records. It's like Norah Jones' Come Away With Me or Jack Johnson In Between Dreams and stuff. And I was always like, I don't have a record like this that's just like one producer, one mood, one feel. And so that was very much wanting to go in and create a sort of autumnal feeling of 14 stories about my friends.
So when you're hanging with your friends or just moving in the world, are you always looking for lyrics to songs, or it just
occasionally
comes?
Yeah, occasionally.
I think on this album for me, well, it starts with magical, so I'm sort of hooked at the beginning.
Thank you.
There's something about the word magical that I like, so that resonates with me. But what does that song mean to you?
Aaron played me the instrumental, and it's a very simple song for me to write.
Yeah.
I wanted it to feel like fairy dust, like this magical thing that started the record. And I think that's my favorite song.
Out of the blue, is this how it feels to be in love? This is magical. This is magical.
Don't we love that?
I love it, yeah.
Do you love that?
I love it.
Can I do amazing?
Yeah.
Because this one fooled me, because when it starts out amazing, and then I go, what did you just say? I'm trying to be amazing.
Yeah.
I thought it would be, I'm amazing.
No, it's like...
But it's like, I'm trying.
Well, it's good. Yeah, you kind
Turn
of
it
want...
back up, Ed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to feel amazing. Yeah, but I can't get out of my way. And yeah, wish I could feel amazing, but this is all that I can feel today.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
See?
Well, some of my favorite songs are these sort of like anthemic, feel-good numbers that are really not feel-good at all. And when I was writing the chorus of that, I really wanted it to be, that's why it starts with like, I'm trying to feel. I wanted it to be this thing that you're playing live and everyone's like feeling it, but actually it's, I'm trying to feel amazing, but I can't get out of my way. This is all I can feel today. Yeah.
Yes, that threw me. I went, okay, let's see. Let's do American Town. We'll do that. I like that because, to me, you're clearly talking about Cherry.
The rushing deep into love. English girl in an American town. No elevator to the 5th floor. I'll ring on the buzzer, then you'll be right down. I wish time would freeze.
When will I be all right?
Oh, I've been up all night thinking about dying. I've just been wasting time. When will I be all right?
When am I going to be all right? Oh, I've been all night thinking about dying. And of course, Ed, I take everything you say so literally. And I thought, should we be worried about Ed? Is he okay? I'm serious.
It came from, When Will I Be All Right was a conversation that I had with one of my school friends who was really, really going through it. and he had big ups, big downs, and yeah, he said that he stays up late at night and wonders whether he should be here or not, and that's essentially where the inspiration came.
Is it hard to write about songs when your friends are going through painful things? You said it's actually...
Yeah, it's weird. I find the best songs that I've ever written are the ones that make me feel the most uncomfortable.
Autumn Variations follows his spring release of Sheeran's album Subtract and a docuseries that captured what he described as a very uncomfortable, difficult period in his life. His wife was diagnosed with cancer when she was 6 months pregnant with their second child. She and the baby are fine. Weeks later, his best friend Jamal Edwards died. I remember when the doc came out, Cherry had said she wondered if you had really had enough time to heal. Do you think you're still healing?
I don't know if you ever do.
I don't either.
Yeah. I think it's weird to suddenly be like, cool, I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
not sad about my friend who died anymore. I think grief is something that lives with you forever. And some days are worse than others, but it's definitely not something that I want to be fixed.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's quite respectful to feel sad about him when I think about him.
Every song reminds me you're gone, and I feel the lump form in my throat. 'Cause I'm here alone, just dancing with my eyes closed.
The debut of his second album this year includes a first for Sheeran. He's releasing it on his own label, Gingerbread Man Records. That's a big deal.
Each record before, I've done like all the big going in and doing all these radio interviews and going on the late night shows and doing all this stuff. And this record, there's not even a single for it. There's not a music video. I'm just putting out.
There isn't?
No. It's a record that is
And
as
you're
a
just
whole.
putting it out.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of scary then. There's no video out? There's no video?
No. I've just got to manage
Whoa.
my expectations. For me, it's like,
Why are you doing it this way then? Why are you doing it like
well, I
that?
want to put out an independent record. And also, like, I've had 12, 13 years of being a pop star and having the pressure of it has to sell this week one,
Yeah.
you have to have this hit single, you have to have this. And part of me goes, why? Like, what? All of my favorite artists aren't...
Because it's a business.
Yeah, but my favorite artists in the world are not. They didn't have 17 #1 albums in a row. Elton John had like a #1 and then maybe a number 26 and then maybe a number 9. It's kind of got to a point in the music industry where everything has to be the biggest and best every time and then better the next time.
But, so you don't feel pressure with this album coming out?
I feel I've had to, I think that's part of the independent thing, is like that sort of takes away the pressure of like, there are no expectations because there's no company being like,
How did you do?
yeah. So it's you just have to live with it. You just have to be like, I don't care what people think, because people are going to see it and they're going to see it being a lower figure than my other records and be like, oh, he's on the way out. You just can't go like this for your entire career. You have to have moments of like just doing things because you want to do them.
And you're really okay. You really don't care in terms of...
With this one,
You really
I'm
do.
100%.
Well, he's released it. Of course, you know, when you have a baby, you don't want somebody to say, your baby ugly.
Yeah.
So he, of course, wants us to like it, but he doesn't feel the pressure that if you don't, and I guarantee you that you will, because it's a very different kind of album for him. So it's something freeing about that, not having the pressure of, oh my God.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and I was really just sort of dazzled by him.
I'm
because
dazzled as well.
I'm dazzled by him because he's such a good human being, number one. He's extremely talented, loves his wife, has 2 beautiful daughters, and he just wants to do good in the world and make good music.
Yeah.
And that, mission accomplished, Ed Sheeran, mission accomplished.
I admire his self-awareness.
Yes.
You know, he understands that he had the machine behind him
Yes.
for so many years,
Yeah.
pumping out hits. But the negative part of that machine is that it is, and you're part of it, and you're constantly on this hamster wheel. He just wanted to hop off and do it his own way.
Yep.
So was it Gingerbread?
Gingerbread. Where do you think you got the name for that?
Of
Gingerbread
course,
Man.
of
I like
course.
that
But
gingerbread.
I like that he's
because
doing it
a
on his
ginger.
own. I don't need the
like
machine.
It too.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm thinking more to come. He just released this morning because the album just came out today. You can get it right now after this interview. He says, I just want to give you guys to have a soundtrack for autumn, fall that feels like a warm hug. And I don't know anybody that doesn't need a hug these days.
Right.
Heck of a songwriter.
Yes.
This is a reminder of where he came from, right? Busking
Yes.
on the street, singing his songs.
Yeah.
He's an original artist.
And a
He's got a lot of
beautiful
pop
voice.
hits, but he's a writer at heart.
Yeah, that was a great interview.
Beautiful
Gayle.
voice.
Well done.